Hello, everyone. I'm Mickey Gibbs, Midland County Great Start Collaborative Director and Facilitator for Our Community Listens. Our short parenting video today is going to focus on recognition and appreciation for your child or teen. We certainly know as parents and guardians that it is important for us to focus on the positive and not just the negative when it comes to our child or teen's behavior. I don't know about you, but sometimes I find myself caught in a little bit of a loop on correcting my children or criticizing them or telling them to do things differently. But even as adults, we know the difference in how we feel when someone recognizes or compliments us as opposed to when someone criticizes us. The key to praise and recognition is a sincere, meaningful message. Meaningful recognition or appreciation can actually have the ability to impact the brain in physical ways. A child's brain is not fully developed until about age 22. Recognition can go a long way to strengthening memory, learning, self confidence, and motivation. So, if we want to do that, how do we craft and deliver a true recognition statement for our child or teen? Let's look at some key components and how we can put that message together. Our recognition messages need three components. We can remember these by calling the message pieces FBI: feelings, behavior, and impact. The first is feelings. These are the feelings that you or another person have as a result of your child's behavior. For the most part, focus on the feelings that you have. For example, your child's behavior may have made you feel valuable, or loved, or appreciated. Be specific with your feeling word. For younger children, keep your feeling word kind of simple so that they understand. And for older children, you want to use more complex feeling words so that they can expand their own vocabulary. On occasion, you might be recognizing that your child or teen's behavior has made someone else or another child feel a certain way. We don't really want to do this too much, but it is appropriate in some circumstances. For example, if your child was sharing a toy, you might notice that the other child felt happy or joyful, and you want to share that to recognize your child's behavior. So, the second piece of the message is the action or behavior. Again, we want to be specific. Your child may have shared a toy or helped with household chores. They might have helped a sibling with homework or put in extra practice sessions with their team. It is important for us to pause here and realize the difference between behavior and actions that were selected by your child and not just their natural ability or attributes. If you are recognizing that they achieved something out of their control, we want to stay away from too many recognition messages related to that action. The key to the recognition is that it is applied to something the child chose to do and could do again, because this drives self motivation for change and action. If you recognize a natural ability or you're using judgment phrases, then instead of relying on their own choices, they're really just relying on your opinion or the opinion of others that may have of them. For example, my son Connor is really good at golf. If I tell Connor, if I'm trying to recognize perhaps that the team did well at a tournament because he's a great golfer, using a statement like you're a great golfer is a judgment. It doesn't really help Connor connect the score or his achievements to something he chose to do. Or if I say something like, Connor, the team did really well today. Your score was very high. You're just built for golf, bud. It really doesn't, again, give Connor something he can choose to do. Connor's really tall, he's kind of lean and lanky, and it maybe does make him better at golf. And we really have pointed that out to him several times. But again, we want to stay focused on the behavior or the action that your child chose, not a judgment or something they maybe naturally have. Lastly, we want to recognize the impact of the behavior. What was the ultimate outcome of their choice? Perhaps it gave you more family time, or their action impacted their team. The ultimate outcome or impact is likely going to drive them to make similar choices in the future. So let's pull this together and look at two examples. Remember, we want feelings, behavior, and impact. This first example might be something you might use with a young child. Katie, I feel so happy when you share your toy with your brother. Playtime is so fun when you do that. So I'm telling Katie how I felt, which was happy, the choice she made, which was to share her toy, and the impact was playtime was so fun. Here's another one you might use with an older child. Connor, I feel respected when you emptied the dishwasher without me asking you. It really gave me more time with our family and time to help you with your homework. So again, I told Connor that I feel respected. There's the feeling. The behavior or the choice he made was to empty the dishwasher without me asking him. And I kind of threw two impacts in there. One was more family time, and one was to give me a little bit of extra time to help him with his homework. So you can see in those, they have all three pieces. And again, it is focused on an action that the child or teen chose. Although it's easy to focus on the challenging behaviors we have with our child or teen, it is important to recognize and appreciate them on a regular basis. We really want to try to do this daily. Talking regularly about feelings and choices helps to grow your child's social emotional intelligence. The positivity is somewhat contagious, and it can also impact the overall feelings you have throughout the day and the feeling for others in your home. Your child's social emotional intelligence is equally important as their academic learning, if not more. Their brains are still developing, so keep working on these life lessons with your child. And over time, you will find that they become better at self management and they too can learn to appreciate others.